Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to explain the drama on the face of it. So drama is very important, okay, because it is only one drama in your textbook, and that's why it is also very much important. So we have a story, prose, poetry, and then drama. Drama is actually a set of dialogues. So people just in a set of characters, they just speak out their mind, and it is a kind of conversation. So we will see that how this drama uh, happens, what happens in this drama. So this drama, before explanation of this drama, we'll have to just see the introduction and the brief explanation of this drama entitled On the Face of It. So this drama is written by Suzanne Hill. Okay. So the title On the Face of It is something visible on the face. It is written here according to the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. On the face of it is an informal expression used to say that something seems to be good, true, etc. So on the face of it means something looking completely visible, okay. But according to the Oxford Dictionary, it is something uh, a kind of informal expression that seems to be very good, okay. But this opinion may need to be changed when you know more about it. Actually, this drama is having two major morals, two major themes. And what is that? The theme of appearance is deceptive. Appearance is deceptive. The second one, don't judge a book by its cover. So we'll come to know what is these two things. Appearance is deceptive means you cannot judge a man, you cannot judge a human being, you cannot judge anyone because of their appearance. So that's why the narrator has labeled these idioms as a moral, as a theme of this drama, that is appearance is deceptive. You'll see whose appearance is deceptive, whose appearance are not exactly what he actually. The second one is don't judge a book by its cover. The narrator means to say by this that you cannot judge a book because of its faded color or because of its bright color, until and unless you will not go through the pages of it. So this is don't judge a book by its cover. One more reference is there that only wearer knows where the shoe pinches. Means those only can face and feel who are in trouble. Okay. So in this story of drama, we have two major characters. One is Mr. Lamb, and the second one is a boy of 14 years of age named Derry. So Mr. Lamb is an old man. Okay, he was working in defense, and now he is retired, and he is having one leg. Okay, impaired leg means he was lame, or in army he lost his one leg, and he was unable to move, walk, okay, run properly. But the second one was Mr. Master Derry, means that 14 years old boy. He was his half face was burned, okay, due to the fall of acid on his face. So brief points I have written and I am reading, and then according to the point I am giving you references, okay, that what are the things that need explanation. So the character is here, the major character Derry. Derry is the hallmark, okay. Derry is in a form of message. Derry is in a form of hero, okay. That from immaturity he just matures. from immaturity to mature soon. He develops, okay, in this story, and how he develops, how he just get maturation. This is all about him. A boy of 14 with a burnt face, means his half face was burnt due to acid. Looks ugly, means his appearance was not very nice. Loner means he lives alone, having does not want any companion. Okay, he does not have any friends. Pessimistic. Pessimistic means having very wrong view, negative view about everything. Suffered from severe negative complexes, and he is having very negative aspects of society, about society and about himself. Anger and frustration, and due to that he was very much angry and very much unhappy with his lifestyle. Withdrawn and introvert, means he was not willing to live in the society or among the people or among his friends, so he was living alone and he was introvert. Okay. Confidence, he was not having good confidence. Indulge in self-pity, and he always criticizes himself. Suspicious of the intent of others, and he keeps on judging others, okay, that what they form opinion about him, and these all are the negative aspects. So according to Suzanne Hill, we human being, okay, the children of today will have to remove all these low quality of their life, all these uh, bad habits of their personality, in order to develop, in order to adjust, in order to compromise, in order to adopt themselves, okay, in the society, in the family, among his friends or her friends, so that their proper development could be possible. So these are the things, okay, means in this story you will come to know that how a boy develops, how his ailment, how his diseases, how his introvert, how his number or a set of negative thoughts, ideas, and behaviors are removed and developed in a good way. So this is the things that we will have to learn from this. Second one is Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb, an old man with a tin leg, means he was an old man. Tin leg refers to impaired leg, okay, artificial leg he was having, because one of his leg was blown, okay, in the defense when he was uh, in regiment. Lonely, craved for company, okay, and acceptance, means he wanted someone come to him, okay, and talk with him, and he was acceptance. Yes, this is very important thing. Acceptance is actually the adjustment and compromise. According to the narrator, we should not be very much judgmental, okay, in any circumstances, in any situation. So these things we will have to learn, the positive things we will have to learn from the lifestyle of Mr. Lamb. So Mr. Lamb is the symbol of goodness. Okay. Jovial means very funny. Optimistic, he always looks at the bright side of everything. Lover of nature, okay. Social, outgoing, means he loves nature, very much social. Outgoing, he want to spend, okay, time outside, okay, among the people, or in his garden. We'll see where he was sitting and what he was doing. Tolerant, this is a very important thing, okay. We should not be very much rebellious all the time. If someone is very much naughty, or very much not very good in his behavior, or in his in verbal way, so this is very important. Tolerant, helpful. See, help and cooperation is also a hallmark of a human being. This is not the work of ordinary man and human being. Only the good one can be helpful and cooperative. Sensitive, means he was very much sensitive, and independent means he was not dependent. This word independent is also very much important. As a child, as a human being, we should not be dependent for anything on anyone. So these things we will have to learn from the personality of, Mr. Lamb. How to be independent, how to be devoted towards our own personality, character, okay, and how to just keep on refining it, okay, revising it and just polishing it in a better way. Did not mind children calling him lamb, or picking the crab apples. See, this is very, very important, uh, that we often infuriated when we are called by our names. Means he was lame, so children called him or used to call him Lammy Lamb, and he does not mind it. Okay, in this story, in this drama. So this is the topmost hallmark of Lammy Lamb. So the height of tolerance, the height of adjustment, the height of compromise, very at the topmost, very high of Mr. Lamb. So these things we will have to learn. These things we will have to just inculcate in our personality from the characters of Mr. Lamb. Derry's mother. There is no important Derry's mother, but generally they ask some questions, short questions. So we'll see one reference is there at the end of the story, that how she has developed, okay, uh, idea about Mr. Lamb, and how she was trying to stop, okay, uh, her son Derry not to move in the garden of Mr. Lamb. So we'll see what is the idea about her in the story. Now I am reading the points, okay. These points are very much important to understand the whole story. Once we'll get the gist of the points of the story, we will be able to uh, understand the text very easily. We'll able to understand the twists and turns of the language very easily, and will be able to even explain the whole story in one breath. Okay, so Derry was a teenager, highly pessimistic and withdrawn from the mainstream society. Mainstream society means the way the society is moving. He was completely opposite of that. Means he was not moving with the society. It means he has formed different opinion and observation, okay, and ideals about himself. So you cannot separate yourself from the society. You will have to live with them, okay, and accordingly you will have to adjust and compromise. We'll see how he was withdrawn from the mainstream of the society. He developed this attitude after one side of his face was disfigured by acid. He avoided company of others and remained lonely lest he be noticed by other people. Means he was always criticizing him, okay. And after burning of his face, okay, half face, he was very much upset, annoyed, and unhappy, and wanted to live alone. And he does not want to be noticed by anyone. So we can say that he was an escapist. So escapist is not a good one. They should be very much bold, brave, courageous, okay, and they should always stand at the face of the danger and trouble, so that they could master it or can face it and can find out the solution of it. He believed that no one loved him and his mother loved him because she was supposed to. This was his observation, ideas, principle of his life. He was thinking that nobody loves him. Okay, everybody criticize him, and this is the even the children, even sometimes a teacher is criticizing one child, one student. So the student has formed an idea, okay, that this teacher always criticize me, he is always running after me, he is the teacher, okay, only just always just rebuke me, chide me, scold me. and I don't know why. So this kind of ideals he has also formed. It is not like that. We should not think like that. You'll have to learn this, okay? And even he thought that his mother does not love him. She has to show that she loves me, and that's why sometimes she kisses me that part of a cheek that was not burned. So that was his low opinion, okay, about his mother even. Well, Derry cannot be completely blamed for his pessimistic and aggressive attitude towards the world around him. Narrator has also a positive view, okay, a very nice view, good view about the character of Derry. Means, according to the narrator, uh, the character should not be blamed, okay, because of his negative attitudes or because of his pessimistic approach of life. Means he was treated in the society, in the environment, or in the company of the people in a way that he formed that kind of idea, according to the narrator. Once he heard two women commenting about his monstrous appearance. They said only a mother could love a face like his. Means when he was at the marketplace or somewhere, okay. So two women were talking about his ugly appearance, and they had formed an opinion that only a mother can love this kind of child, ugly child, and this infuriated him. One another day, he heard his parents conversing that he would not survive after their death, okay, because he was deformed. This was the even the um, observation of uh, his parents, that he will not survive, he will die very soon, okay, after their death. The shock he received from these words, okay, was big, and this very much surprised him, shocked him. On another occasion, Derry heard his relative saying that his being put in the hospital where he had been treated after the accident was good for him. In their opinion, a deformed boy like Derry could accommodate himself with the deformed boys and girls. See, the means different opinions are there, okay, about him, that he should be sent at that place where his kind of, okay, uh, students or the children live there, so that he could adjust and accommodate. This was their opinion, okay. And because of these opinions, he was not feeling well, feeling good, okay. Derry had his ears, okay, always open for such comments, and used to respond to them in his silent way. But he has no way to come out with this. He was only just listening them and not responding anything. He concluded that the world altogether did not need a boy like him, and this idea he has formed, that like him, like his ugly face, nobody wants him, nobody welcomes him, okay, in this world. One day, Derry accidentally met a man called Mr. Lamb, and by accident, Derry met Mr. Lamb in his garden. Mr. Lamb was an old man with a lame leg. After he became lame, Mr. Lamb began to develop a positive side. See, this is the maturation. Attitudes with his deformity. This is the very high rated, quality that a human being should, have, possess in his life. After when he become lamb, Mr. Lamb became lame. So after that, he developed a very positive side. Means he was very much happy with his condition. He was not having any sort of excuse, any sort of complaint, any sort of pessimistic approach about his life and anything else. He worked hard to defeat these impairment and learn to walk and climb ladders. And this work he was doing, he was living in his garden, okay, that was attached with his villa house, and there he was just picking the apples, and in his garden there was a honey, okay, honey bee. He was extracting the honey and making chocolates, and distributing among the children who were criticizing him. And he was also making jam with the crab apples. He made everyone his friend and had a house with no curtain and open doors. He welcomed anyone who came to him. So this was his very much friendly nature. While Mr. Lamb took his impairment as a challenge and tried to overcome it, Derry believed that he was unwanted and lost. This was the determination he developed, okay, that I will challenge my impairment. Means I will not be guided and controlled by my impairment, my weakness. Okay, I will challenge it and overcome the hurdles due to it I am facing. This is the explanation. His pain was physical and mental. Being a child, he was not as strong as Mr. Lamb about suffering. Means Derry was very weak, okay, mentally. Means his intellect level, IQ was not very strong. So those who criticize, those who complain, those who excuse, those who are escapists, they are very weak. Okay. So that we will not have to be in our life. Mr. Lamb was able to sit smart and unaffected as long as he wore trousers and sat, but Derry had no way to hide his face. Means according to Derry, Mr. Lamb can put on trousers, okay, and can hide his artificial leg, but Derry has no option like that. Means he was just criticizing himself. After meeting Mr. Lamb, Derry realized how foolish he had been to believe his parents. Mr. Lamb was a man who opened the doors of his closed world in an hour's time, the same of which were shut on him by his parents, and therefore believed that his company with Lamb would make him a perfect person. And now very soon the boy realized that uh, the world door is shut for me, but the door of Mr. Lamb is open for me. I can have a very good friend and I can just pass my time with him, okay, and can learn so many things, the ideas, the principle of life, and many more things. At the end, Derry goes back to his house where his mother cross questions him. She had instructed him not to step out of the house. So this is the end of this drama. We'll come to know in the text that how the mother of the boy was stopping and instructing, okay, not to move out of the house and don't go in the garden and have the company of Mr. Lamb. Ignoring his mother's thoughtless restriction, Derry left his home and ran to Mr. Lamb's garden. And this is the actual maturation development, okay. Although the narrator has shown the rebellious nature of Derry, but actually it is the rational approach of his life. This is the first time he has shown the step of individuality, that what is good and what is bad, that I will decide. Okay, and then he start forming the positive nature of his life. Okay, positive attitude towards his life. He had fallen while pulling the crab apples down from the tray, and when Derry reached in the garden of Mr. Lamb, he found that Mr. Lamb was fallen and dead. Actually, this story is very much little bit tragic, and so we'll just see in the text how the drama ends with a tragic end. Okay, but having the optimistic note for Derry. These are the 5 questions I have given you. Okay, you'll have to do from the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tiger. Why does Aunt Jennifer seek refuge in art? So why she was taking refuge, means taking shelter in the art, because the art was giving her peace and comfort, and she wanted to just carve her desire, okay, that was suppressed by the male dominant society. So these things will write here. Explain the irony at the end of the poem. What is the irony? The longing and desire was never fulfilled. The aunt died, okay, with her longing and wish. Means her ring was even in her uh, finger when she was dead. So that was the irony. Means even after death, she was not set free. She was even chained. Okay, in the, she was even obliged to just do the audios, do the tradition, okay, and follow the rules and regulation in this male dominant society. So these were the things. Aunt Jennifer's tigers are totally different from her own characters. Highlight this contrast. Means the character of the appearance or the lifestyle of the aunt was totally different, obviously different, okay, and the tigers were a symbol of, uh, bravery, courage, and very much boldness, and these all things she was not having, she was lacking all these things. So you write, how does Aunt Jennifer, okay, express her bitterness and anger against the male domination? She was she was portraying the image of, tigers, painting the image, and she was showing that the tigers were not, frightened with the presence of men. So she is criticizing the male dominant society with the images. Okay. Question number 5th. Interpret the symbols found in the poem. So tiger and the ring is the symbol, okay, in this poem. These are the textbook questions. If you have done, you please leave this, okay, and if you have not done, you please do this. What is the symbol of ring? Ring means the symbol of marriedhood and how it was chain of suffering. And what is the symbol of, a tiger and what they stands for? This you will have to do. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you all.